Today, I'm gonna beat Terraria, but enemies drop presents with random items inside. The presents the enemies drop can contain anything in the game, from something insane like a phantasm to something useless like a dirt wall. I teamed up with my friend Mars and challenged our friends Therm and Adrian to a race to the expert mode Moonlord using this mod. And honestly, it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. After dropping into the world, the first realization Mars and I had is that not every enemy we kill will drop a present. I didn't get a present.
It's a 1 in 13 chance, I think.
Yeah, it turns out that Santa's actually quite stingy this year and is only giving them out at a 7% chance. Which seems like a lot, but trust me, it is not. But after grinding way too many enemies, I finally got a single present from a jungle slime. And it was time to open it. This could contain anything in the entire game. Anything. The possibilities are endless. I got one! It had dev item and a hollow shard wall and fancy gray wallpaper. So in other words, trash, except the aviators. But luckily, not long after, I find another present, and this one is a little more exciting. Okay, I opened up another one, and I got a rapid shade bow and a massive stardust drill. Okay.
What?
Hell yeah. That's actually the best pickaxe in the entire game, which is huge. Getting a strong pickaxe in a challenge like this is probably the single best item you can get. Getting really strong weapons is great, but being able to go wherever you want in the game as quick as you possibly can, and you get to skip a ton of required grinding, like getting a demonite pickaxe, a hellstone pickaxe, a palladium pickaxe, an oricum pickaxe, a pickaxe axe, lots of pickaxes. So this was the single best item we could have gotten from one of these presents, and we got it in the very second one. This shoots us ahead of Adrian Therm.
It feels like something should have happened by now.
Yeah, something is off. All right, I figured out the issue.
What is the issue?
I don't have the mod installed.
Mars tells me to start building a elevator with my newfound god tool, so I get to work. Also, at this point, Mars tells me this.
I want you to open every present.
Aw, why is that?
Because there's some like fun secrets I asked to be like added.
Fun secrets? Which I just thought was so kind. My friend wants me to get all of the gifts and cool goodies. He has no malicious intent at all. What an amazing friend. I continue expanding my elevator while Mars grinds out some materials that we'll need for hard mode, like lens and vertebrae. Problem with my elevator though is that I'm digging so fast, but I have no mobility. I still take fall damage and can only really go wherever the magic drill decides to take me. This makes returning to my spot slightly difficult. Luckily though, I find another present, and this one is pretty good too. Oh, I got a present!
Open it.
I got...
Hey.
Oh, okay. Red Riding leggings. That's pretty sick. I give the tentacle spike to Mars and equip the leggings, which are post-golem armor, which is huge. With that, I'm feeling plenty geared up. Now, all I need is a weapon, which I'm sure to get soon. I'm sure of it. 3 hours in? I make it all the way down to hell, and Adrian joins us in the call.
So, did you guys kill a Christmas slime and get a present by any chance?
Yeah.
We've gotten a couple presents.
I killed a Christmas slime and it didn't drop a present.
It's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed. I hate you.
Yep, we are 20 minutes in this challenge and our opponents have still not figured out how the presents spawn in. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. It's at this point that we both collectively decide that Mars should be the one to hold the pickaxe.
Can I borrow the pickaxe?
Mars goes to find some life crystals while I use a gravitation potion he found to investigate some sky islands, where I pick up fledgling wings, which is really good because probably 70% of my deaths in this run have been to my worst enemy, heights. Mars and I meet up again and he summons the Eye of Cthulhu. In expert mode, this boss can be pretty annoying if you don't have Hermes boots, but luckily, Mars had just found some for both of us to use. Unfortunately for Mars, he forgot to account for one thing, my innate stupidity, as I just kind of forgot to equip the boots for the fight, which results in us ultimately losing. Oopsie. I try to farm some presents for a bit, to which the spoils are pretty boring, outside of this pretty cool molten ham axe. Then, once night ends, I head to the dungeon to start building an arena for the eventual Skeletron fight that we'll have to do. Really, I'm just trying to find ways to make myself useful, while Mars does the majority of the heavy lifting on gearing us up. And while I built out this arena, Marge urgently requested I come back to spawn. Oh my god! What the hell are you doing? What the hell is this?
No, fellas.
Oh. Of course.
Take the painting. Mine one.
Why would I take this?
Like the name.
Snowfellas.
Yeah, Snowfellas.
Very important work going on here. Let's see what Adrian and Therm's side of things look like.
Present.
No way, really?
Show me some more paint. It's a mechanical wheel piece. Just need 2 more. This is the worst day of my entire life.
Snowfellas versus the slow fellas, I guess. It's at this point that Mars makes a startling realization.
Oh, why haven't I got us on a Hellstone armor?
Oh yeah, why don't you do that? Which, like, yeah, we could have got that like 15 minutes into the run and then just geared up with all the Hellstone armor and weapons and killed the wall of flesh like 20 minutes into this run. Looks like we're the slow fellas this time. It's even better the second time. We craft some obsidian skin potions and Mars goes and gathers us full Hellstone gear as well as new bows. Now that we were geared up, we headed down to Hell to start prepping for the wall of flesh. After me and Mars built out our Hell Bridge, we dropped the guide voodoo doll into the lava and summon in the flesh wall. I only have 200 health, remember?
Shoot! I only have 200.
Then we're in
Just
deep crap.
shoot! Oh my god! Get out of the way!
I'll get the back. I'm not worried about this at all.
Nah, we're fine. We're doing good damage. Look at that.
Yeah.
I just hope we have enough room. I hope we get presents out of this.
I don't think so. I feel like they must have, like, made it so that all, like, boss summons, like, cannot drop presents.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, fudge!
No, just keep going. Just keep going. I gotta go up.
Get up here!
No!
Mars, what are you doing?
Ah!
Alright, we're almost halfway done, and our platform is nearly finished.
That's it!
Uh-oh! We're about to enter the stink zone.
We've been in the stink zone! Oh, we didn't go far enough.
We got it! Last second push!
We didn't go far enough.
No, it's fine.
Ah! Ah!
We got it! After our embarrassing defeat, we decided to check in with Therm and Adrian.
How's it going?
Oh God.
doing
Depends.
alright.
How's it going for you?
It's going pretty well.
It's going pretty well, actually, for us.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay.
How so?
We got the snow fella painting.
Well, happy for you. We're looking for life crystals right now.
Any good presents?
A couple.
A couple, yeah.
What'd you guys get?
I got a Christmas tree sword.
Oh my god, that's pretty sick.
I'm rocking the Eye of Cthulhu yo-yo.
Really?
What? And while we were definitely ahead of them, the fact that they had each gotten post-Plantera weapons was very worrisome, as the only thing we had really gotten was the pickaxe, which means we're really struggling to take out enemies. Case in point, the fight with Skeletron we tried to take on here. Honestly, I think Mars only suggested this fight to boost our morale after losing to the wall, but ended up doing the exact opposite effect after Mars dies almost immediately, and then I follow suit soon after. It's at this point that I suggest a new game plan, that we need to gear up before trying to head to hard mode. If we rush and fight the wall of flesh again now, we're just gonna hit the same roadblocks once we hit the mech bosses. So we have Mars go to the jungle to try and start looking for life crystals, while I stay at home and farm presents. Using a water candle I got from the dungeon and a battle potion I found in a chest, I can massively increase the amount of enemies that spawn, and this had me quickly rolling in presents. And the results were, really something. Oh, I got a present!
Nice.
Oh my god, nice!
What'd you get?
I got sandstone wall.
Oh.
Despite opening at least 7 presents, I got nothing even remotely useful. So I decided to go and meet up with Mars in the jungle because I really just needed some moral support after my horrible present yield. This immediately proves useful as I open up a present that contains a phase saber, which is a weapon I haven't thought of since...
Unlimited
power! Regardless, this being a hard mode weapon helps me out a ton, even if it's not as fancy as the cool Christmas tree one that Adrian is using. Shortly after that, Mars picks up a pair of wings, which will help for, no reason.
Shot!
What are you doing here? I continue farming presents to disappointing success besides this pygmy necklace, and we decide to take on the wall again. And since we don't have a guide voodoo doll, Mars shows me a little alternate trick that also spawns in the wall. And you know, it seems a lot more cruel this way. It's at this point that I learned that Mars didn't actually expand the bridge, which, you know, makes me question why this fight is gonna go better exactly. But my absolute faith in my teammate makes me truly trust that we can make it through anything. My partner, my friend, my snow fella, I know we can. So that meant we had to make this bridge a little longer. And while we build, Mars finds another present, which, as you recall, he's been giving them to me because he's just such a good friend.
Here. Take this.
Present. Jungle. What the hell killed me?
What? Thing.
What the hell happened?
You were naughty this year, so you just died.
What the hell? Yeah, apparently Mars added a 1% chance for opening a present to kill you, which kind of messed up my plans there. But luckily, the event is super rare, so it really won't be too much of an inconvenience. What the hell? Well, despite how naughty I've been, that last present actually held a pair of dev wings, which should help out a ton. So we take on the wall a 3rd time. Okay.
Ah! Oh my god!
Oh no! No! Do you have a wormhole?
Stay alive. Nope.
Oh my god, Mars!
You can do it. There's a hole there. You can do it. You got a lot of space. You can do it, Sean.
Can I? No! No! Are you kidding me? And right after that, the Goblin Army arrives, which would usually be a huge annoyance, but we quickly realized something insane.
Wait, they dropped presents.
Holy crap! Oh my god. The Goblin Army ended up garnering us huge amounts of presents, giving us an Inferno Fork, a Crystal Storm, a Shadow Flame Knife, a Spider Staff, a Mechanical Eye, which will save us a huge amount of hard mode grinding, a Vortex Drill, which means that I can now join Mars in going wherever we want in the world, a Nail Gun for me, and the Charged Blaster Cannon for Mars, which is a drop from the Martian Madness event. This ricochets us way ahead and preps us significantly for the challenges that lie ahead. With these weapons, we will easily be able to plow through most of the game's bosses, which is really good because apparently we had blown our early lead as Adrian and Therm tell us they've already entered hard mode.
You guys in hard mode?
Yes.
Yes.
Just
Are you guys in hard mode?
No.
Wait, you're lying.
No.
No.
Wait, what?
We're not in hard mode.
No, you're lying, bro.
You're there.
We're
You'll get
not in
there.
hard mode.
We're not there.
You gotta be pretty close, right?
No.
After quickly killing Skeletron, we head back down to Hell to fight the Wall of Flesh for, hopefully, the last time. We drop the Voodoo Doll into the lava and... I got a present during this.
Oh my god. Look at my laser.
We're
Go.
shredding through this guy.
I ran out of mana. All right, good luck. Ah!
Oh! No!
God damn it.
Dude! Why do you keep dying?
You got it.
I do.
See, I knew I could count on you.
Yeah, we eviscerated him in seconds. I rush over to the Crimson and bust open some altars, as even though we have endgame pickaxe and armors, we still need to craft an Oralcum anvil. Then me and Mars split up and both head underground to find some of the new hard mode ore. While we search, Adrian and Therm call us again, and they truly cannot believe anything we say.
Hey, guys.
How are you doing? We're
Oh.
hungry and tired.
Really?
I had a feeling this would happen. We're doing good. We're about to fight our first mechanical boss.
How many times are you going to lie to us through your teeth?
I'm not lying!
How many times?
I'm not lying at all!
I refuse
Wait.
to believe that we are both at the exact same progression point.
I believe it.
I don't. I believe y'all are way ahead of us.
What's the first
No.
weapon in your guys' hotbar?
Yeah.
The Zenith.
See,
Oh,
you're lying.
was I supposed to get rid of that? Was I supposed to get rid of that?
See, you're lying.
This is
You've
so
been
awkward.
lying this whole time.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's the Celestial Charged Blaster Cannon.
What is that?
See, I knew you wouldn't know.
You're lying. That doesn't exist.
It is.
Nothing
does
you say has
exist.
any
Look it
bearing
up.
anymore.
You're gonna.
Celestial charged
Cannot believe y'all.
blaster cannon.
He's actually Googling it.
Oh, this thing sucks. Why are you using it? You're definitely lying.
What do you mean it sucks?
This is horrible.
I found the goblin.
Wow. Great work.
Goblin on these nuts.
Dude.
I have a
Jason.
dragon outfit. Who's the real winner?
Dragging these nuts across your face.
Sean, lose my number, for God's sake. Yeah,
get to-
we're not close.
You guys might be here for a while.
We're not gonna be here for a while.
We're almost done.
How?
What is that supposed to mean? How?
These things can't both be true.
You guys are just lying. You guys
God,
are
I
typing
can't
in
wait to
chat.
watch Sean. I can't wait to watch Sean's post commentary video where he's like stroking his own balls, being like, "And I had them fooled." Like they had no idea I was lying to their face. It was so clear.
Oh my god.
Luckily, we had a huge advantage on our side that we've been saving this whole time, and it didn't have anything to do with Terraria. You see, me and Mars have both noticed a common factor in each of our usual partners we were separated from. Usually, after doing this for a couple hours, they both start to get a little, restless and cranky.
I'm always not going to be doing the best. No one's having fun but you.
Adrian, look at the end.
I can't do this.
I'm never playing games with you again, Sean.
Can't do this anymore.
I am 100% a furry.
And right now, it was around 3 hours in, and Mars and I could already see that Therm and Adrian could use a break.
We can take a break if you guys want.
No!
Why
I want to
not?
win.
Dude, I'm so mad. I'm so hungry and mad.
Let's take a break.
No, I'm not taking a break.
So we were racing against that ticking time clock that would bring up their morale once again, and gather up the Oralcum needed for the furnace, the titanium needed for the forge, and the souls of night needed for the summoning items. While doing this, I managed to get myself up to 400 health, which when combined with my sweet nail gun, should have me pretty set. We summoned in the twins from the mechanical eye that Mars got in the Goblin Army. Goblin on these... No, not again. Anyway, Mars and I easily shed through the twins with his giant otherworldly space laser and my, small Home Depot clearance rack tool. We actually kill the twins so quickly that we have time to spawn in the destroyer as well, who easily goes down to the insane piercing of Mars's last prism light. Last up was Skeletron Prime. We didn't have him prepared since he requires souls of light, and I had no idea where the hollow was. Luckily, Mars accidentally found it before and left a potion return there so we could easily get back there. That's some big brain Snowfellow strategies. We quickly grind up some souls of light and then craft the summoning item. It went so quick that it's actually still the same night we killed the other two bosses on. We could take them on now, but with so little time remaining in the night, we decide it would be better to just sleep for the following night. This ends up being a much bigger mistake than we thought. Wanna know why? So remember all that time ago on the second attempt at the Wall of Flesh, where we didn't have a guide voodoo doll, so we just manually plunked the guy into the fiery depths ourselves? Well, we forgot to invalidate this house, which means that when the guide respawned, he moved back into his little hell home. Then the loneliness of living in the fiery wasteland of hell must have gotten to him, because he's decided to cannonball himself into the lava, summoning the Wall of Flesh. And when there's an active boss summoned, we can't sleep to progress time, meaning we either have to wait as he slowly travels all the way across the world, or traverse all the way down there and fight him ourselves, losing valuable minutes while we whittle the wall down. After killing him, we fly back up and blow through Skeletron Prime, which means that it's time to start sleeping for Plantera. Oh my god, this is so annoying. After disposing of the wall once again, we sleep, hoping for Plantera's bulbs to spawn. Since we're just sitting there, we decide to check in with Adrian Therm, and they're doing great.
I'm gonna kill myself. Mars, you're going in my suicide note.
I was naughty!
I wanna win!
Where are you guys?
We have just tried once and failed to beat Lunatic Cultists.
Oh my god. And somehow it looks like we've fallen way behind. While killing Golem is pretty easy, finding and killing Plantera can oftentimes be the most consuming part of the entire run. We impatiently head to the jungle out of pure fear of slipping behind, but as we look around, there's no bulbs. So we decide to place a bed down in the jungle and just sleep here instead. After waking up, we search for about 5 minutes and I find her bulb. We're making incredible time. This could be our chance to catch up. We could really win this. We quickly hollow out a small makeshift arena and summon in the plant. If we wanted to win this challenge, it was absolutely necessary for us to win right here. Sleeping and waiting to find another plant would be a giant time loss and probably lead to an immediate loss. We had to clutch this right here. All right, we can just spawn back to home base after this, right? If we do this. I'm gonna die.
We got it. Oh my god, we don't.
Oh my god!
That was way too close.
Phew! And with me and Mars both on a single heart, we barely squeeze out the Plantera fight. Luckily, since we both had endgame pickaxes, we can just dig through the bottom of the temple, grab the altar, and summon the golem back at our home base. Mars said he can handle the golem himself, so he just solos him while I just sell some stuff in my inventory. Yeah, you just go ahead and do that.
With my last prism weapon. Oh, I forgot to just heal.
And with that, in only about 10 minutes, we had slingshotted ourselves back to be tied with Adrian Therm as we headed over to Cultist. Anyway, using my newly acquired candy corn rifle and Mars's blaster cannon, this fight goes pretty smoothly until out of nowhere Mars dies, leaving me to hoard off all the cultist attacks alone. And I start getting pretty low pretty quickly. But luckily, right before I do, Mars uses a wormhole potion to me and he finishes the fight himself. And with that barely squeezed out, it's time to take on pillars. We decide to do the vortex first, as I haven't really gotten a super good weapon this entire run. So grabbing a phantasm would let us split off and take down 2 pillars at a time. We kind of just sit in this hole and spam our weapons upwards and take out the pillar pretty quickly. I then am able to craft myself a phantasm and forge all the chlorophyte I found digging through the jungle into chlorophyte arrows, making me set for the rest of this run. I walk over to the Stardust pillar and realize that I can pretty easily kite these cells around the air by myself. So Mars goes and starts taking on the death that is the solar pillar, the true final boss of this run. And while we're taking this on and beelining towards the Moonlord, I can't help but wonder, what the heck is taking Adrian and Therm so long? I mean, they were fighting cultists before we even beat Plantera, and that was 40 minutes ago. They should be done by now, right? Well, apparently after losing to cultists, Therm went to the jungle to grind out beetle armor, which is really brave considering the fact that getting turtle shells can often take hours upon hours to get. This grind ended up adding 45 minutes onto their total time. Now, what's nice is that the grind took them so long that both teams are pretty much in the same exact exact spot with 2 pillars slayed. Only advantage is that Adrian and Therm are slightly more armored up, but that means it's truly anybody's game. I finish up the Stardust pillar and move on to the Nebula pillar, while Mars repeatedly throws his dead corpse at the Solar pillar, which really is the only way to beat this one. Usually I find Stardust to be easiest, but this time around, for whatever reason, Nebula was definitely my least died to pillar. I think my Chlorophyte arrows were just able to cleave through all the enemies in the area quickly. And with only about 4 deaths, the Nebula pillar was done. And now it was time for the Solar pillar. God, I hate you so much. Please change this relogic. But luckily, while I took out the other 2 pillars, Mars had actually been grinding here. So when I joined, he had already finished like 80% of the progress needed. So I just came in for the finish. Mars dies, but with his dying breath, he slays the last enemy needed for us to take down the pillar's defenses. Using his dying wish, I take out the Solar pillar. And with that, we had made it. The Moon Lord was coming in. We can do it. This is our chance to win. We were down and out so bad, but we can come back and reign victorious. So because of the failed spawn point, the nurse wouldn't properly spawn, which meant we couldn't heal when we needed to, quickly resulting in death. But all hope is not lost! We have just enough fragments to craft a celestial sigil, meaning we have one last shot at this. And this time, Mars had crafted the perfect house for the nurse, meaning we'd be able to heal on demand whenever we needed. It was the perfect setup, but we had to go quick, as Adrian and Therm had just started the Moonlord fight as well, and they were slightly ahead of us. It was all gonna come down to who could take him down faster.
Let's try the strategy of just like running one side of the world.
Okay.
Please,
Here we go.
I want to be free.
I also want to be free. Bap, 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 bap. Ah!
Uh-oh.
Oh, he killed me. Okay, these Icar arrows suck. Chlorophyte time.
His middle eye is like one more
Yeah,
cycle.
it's the only one.
Yep.
I'm beating it up. I got it.
You gotta call out the laser.
I'm bad at dodging him.
Please.
Ah!
Please.
Please.
I can take a shower after this. I'm going to be so
I'm dead,
happy.
I'm dead.
I can't get above him to dodge his freaking laser.
You just gotta run like the opposite way of where you're currently running.
You gotta kill it.
Close.
You gotta kill it. You have to. I'm back.
Please.
We're so close. Where did it go?
Ah, please.
Heal.
Oh my god.
Time!
Oh, nice. You guys got it?
Oh.
I hate this game. I'm never collabing ever again.
I'm so tired.
And just like that, we had lost. It was so close, but we ended up losing right at the finish line. It really just went to show me that every single little mistake we made across the way added up. If we just 4 more minutes, we definitely could have edged it out. And now, across our 2 collab races, I'm the only person to have lost twice. But even though we didn't win, sometimes that's not always the most important thing. Sometimes it's just about spending some good time with your snow fella. Finding your best friend, it can be scary and hard. Even when times are tough, there's one guy I know to call. He's hanging there on my wall, my snow fella.